Ring ring.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, what you doing?
Oh, I'm just cooking dinner for us. I got something special for you.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Can
You
we
know,
take it home?
you know what? Hold on.
What?
Go ahead. You can stop that.
Okay.
We're breaking up.
What?
We're done.
What? No
It's
dinner?
over.
What?
Put it in the microwave. Save it for somebody else. We're done.
Okay.
All right, well, welcome back to the channel. My name is Kevin.
I'm Tarsha.
And this is, of course, Conversations with the Crawleys, where we have conversations about faith, family relationships, and recaps, reviews, and commentary on some of our favorite TV shows. This one is all about Married at First Sight, Season 14, Boston Edition.
Boston. I don't know how to say it. Boston.
Home and New Edition. If it isn't love. I'm sorry. My bad. All right.
You've been
So
singing
listen.
all night.
Y'all know every now and then I think in songs. So if this is content that you enjoy, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the like, request notifications.
And shit.
And we, of course, will see you, as always, in the comments. We've got a new season of Married at First Sight. We'll see how this one turns out.
Yeah.
It's off to a bumpy start already.
This is what the cast members have been saying. So it's like, oh Lord.
And just so if this is your first time seeing one of our reviews and recaps, we don't do a lot of watching other things. We watch pretty much the show, the 2 hours. It's a long show.
It has always been a long show. I feel like, can we fast forward through the credits? And
yeah, literally, that's what she does. So if something happens in the credits, we miss it.
We do.
All right, so we start to
see their wedding over.
Right, and we didn't even watch the preview special or the matching special because we'll see him. We get to know him. So Mark is one of the first people that we get introduced. He's 37, and he did not get picked the first time they were in Boston.
I understood why.
So he coming off the bench.
He's just like all over the place.
He getting called up from the D League.
He's getting called from the D League. But he's very just outgoing,
Mark the Shark.
If someone says this person's from Boston, I would automatically believe he's from Boston.
He's a Boston guy.
He's a Boston guy, so totally get it. But he keeps trying, right? What? There was 9 months. I don't know how long they took him to get back around.
It's been actually a little bit.
4 years? I think he said it was 4 years.
Yeah, 4 years ago.
I was like, in 4 years, he still didn't find nobody?
That's the question. That's the problem, in my opinion.
It's just like getting lap band. Like, they tell you got to lose a certain amount of weight before you could get lap band surgery. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you couldn't do anything with 4 years, but... Yeah,
because, if you went on the show... Granted, you were looking for love at the time you weren't chosen.
Yeah.
At some point within those 4 years, you may not be ready to make married to someone.
Right.
Granted, but there should be someone, hopefully, but not. And he got 3 cats. He a cat dude.
He a cat dude. Not just one cat. 3. And most of his dates are women like, oh, I'm allergic to cats. So
that might be the problem there too.
Yeah, that might be a problem right there. Hey, he got this for free, right?
Right. He get matched up for free.
He didn't pay any services.
He ain't had to swipe left, swipe right.
No.
Someone swiped for him.
Someone swiped for him. Good for him.
And he's matched up with Lindsay.
His twin.
Yeah.
She's born and raised in Boston. I think he met his match. We shall see.
Yes.
But she just outgoing as him. And she was the one that was about to get married because she has been engaged before.
Right.
And then 5 days, the dude called it off.
Right.
So, was in a long-term relationship. It didn't work out. But, and she mentions that something about she was thinking about calling it off, but didn't.
Right.
But the guy did. I was like, you should have called it off first. Because he definitely...
Listen, if we calling it off, I'm going to beat you to the punch.
I'm going to beat you to the punch. If I got England, I don't want to do this. But
So,
Hey, she gets another opportunity.
She does. Then we meet Elijah Wan, who says he's an ex-Playboy.
Yes.
And he's got another name that he goes by, Phil, which is his middle name. Was it Phil?
No, it was Isaac. It was
yeah,
a biblical name.
Yeah. Isaac.
Yeah.
I'm mixing up stuff. It's okay.
Listen,
we good. We just not getting to know these folks. Listen.
And he says he had hit every spot there was in the club. Pretty much is what he indicated.
So his parents are never married, so he's not seen that. But he says that he wants a traditional wife. Now here's the thing.
I'm confused. I'm confused.
So, because I've heard the flip side of this also. I've heard women say that they want a man to take on traditional roles. And I've seen where it's been flipped on them, okay, but are you doing this, and that, and the other? Because you can't expect someone to be traditional and you're untraditional.
Right.
Doesn't work.
Don't work. Because if you're asking for someone to be a traditional wife and you ain't bringing on enough money to take care of me.
And which tradition we talking about?
And to take care of you. And to put us in the house. And to take care of all the kids you want to have. And all the cars we're going to have. And I'm just talking about one car piece. You are not a traditional man. Especially if all the girls you mess with you don't even know what traditional is. His sister-in-law was like, okay, hold on. You go from hoeing to now being a farmer. How in the world?
Wait, look at you doing that little hoeing the farming. Listen.
Now you understand.
Somebody better pick that up as a book title. Hoeing the farming.
Now you understand how all this marriage worked when before you were only doing one night stands. You're confused.
Yeah.
And they looking at him like, I don't know if you're ready for it, Yeah. So.
Yeah. So he's like, and he even says that if she can't cook, she is not a wife. Bruh.
They should have put him back. He should have waited another 4 years.
Yeah, he might need to marinate a little while.
He might, because he's 29, right? And so once you come to the decision, I'd rather him said, I'm coming to the decision, I just want to date one person.
Right.
He needed to take baby steps.
Right.
He needed to go from dating multiple women, or if you call that dating, I'm sorry, by seeing multiple women to saying, I'm only going to be with monogamy. I'm going to have one woman at one time.
Right.
And did that, marinate that, then decide how marriage should look.
Right.
It's like you just jumped one pool into another pool.
From one extreme to the next.
So.
Right. But he's matched with Katina.
Yes.
Who is 30, and she is a party girl no more. So at least she was kind of in that same vein as far as being party. She may not have been as out there as he was.
Right.
But she says she was a party girl. She was cheated on several times.
Correct. And her father was incarcerated. Why is that important? Okay, here we're talking about someone who has not seen their father for long periods of time. So just like kids being divorced, right? You don't get to see what a home will look like.
Right.
But for you going periods of time because of his incarceration, it also can bring up issues that she may have in men or picking the wrong man and different stuff. Right. So I think it's just kind of layering on different things that I hope that they have learned to try to address before trying to say they want to marry someone.
Yep.
So we'll see.
Then the next couple we meet is Steve and Noy.
Yes.
Steve is Mr. Free Spirit.
Free Spirit.
He got let go from his job. I'm assuming took a severance, got a severance package, whatever.
Yeah.
And decided he was going to just go up and down the East Coast.
It must be nice when you're single.
Hey.
I mean, they're ready to get married, but I'm like, if you're single and can just get up and leave and say, I want to find this time to be by myself.
Yeah, living in basically an RV or camper trailer or whatever. And so
he was in his car. What are you talking
that's
about?
right. His car with a tent on top or whatever. Yeah.
He had
the camper top. Yeah.
I'm bless your heart. You try to give him upgrade. Brother man was sleeping in his car.
at the park. Yeah.
Yes, there you go.
So, so so he's unemployed basically. Now he does freelancing.
Right, because
But he like Tommy, he ain't got no job, man.
I was thinking we're looking at this, right? And we're like, and you're like, so he don't have a job. I said, no, babe. He came back to the area, and I know he probably done pick up a job because you done took this application is like 20 pages long that you have to fill out. So I know by now he's employed. And you like, nope, I don't think so, Tarsha. I don't think so. And so his family asked him, right? They're sitting at the table and they go, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. They found someone to you? You don't have a job. What about your job? Mm-hmm. And he's looking like, a job? Yeah. He's like, yeah, man, that freelance thing ain't, maybe she don't want that. What do you think she's going to respond? You don't have a job.
Especially if you're just now getting started. Granted, I know freelancing, you can make some money in.
You can, if it's consistent enough.
If it's consistent, or even if what you're doing is in high enough demand.
Yes.
But I there's a ramping up period, right?
There is, especially when you came back. Like, where is he living in? So it's like, why did you decide to, again, here you are, you're in one phase of your life, you're coming out of that, and you want to say, oh, I want to take on another big responsibility without understanding how big the responsibility is of having them. So was she supposed to take care of you during it? Is this his interim between apartments until he get his own spot? We'll see.
So he's marrying Noi.
Noi, yes.
They say that her thing was that she's quietly noisy, and she's pretty laid back. She's got her friends that are, supporting her with it and everything.
But always the quiet ones you got to watch out for.
Yeah.
So she has a alter ego, she said, and she loves to wear wigs and dance.
Yes.
So.
Listen, it'll never be a dull moment in their household if they hit it off.
Right.
Because she can switch it up on him quickly and easily.
In a minute. I mean, she might be want to go with a wig and they just drive off in the sunset. Who knows?
Then we got Jasmina, who is 29, Miss No Nonsense. She says that she has a habit of being with emotionally unavailable people.
This is boss woman. I'm gonna call her boss woman because she's the boss lady. She's the one that's just like, she just seemed like all business and no fun.
Yeah, and part of that I think is what's interesting about her, what I found really interesting is that her mom left when she was young.
Yeah.
And then was it her dad? Her dad remarried. Her dad died, right?
No. What
the
happened?
dad went back to Jamaica.
No. Okay. So this one is that her mom abandoned her.
Right.
The dad was raising her.
Right.
Then the dad remarried.
Right. I said that.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
Did you?
I said it.
Okay. So.
And then he went to Jamaica.
He left for Jamaica.
And then the stepmom.
No. She said she wanted to stay with her stepmom.
Right.
She made the decision to try to stay with her
Same
stepmom.
thing. I was getting there.
Oh, you were getting there?
I was getting there.
It was
you
a
just
little
didn't let
slow.
me.
And then she asked to be adopted by her stepmom. The story was like a trip.
Right.
And she did. And now her stepmom
is her mom.
Her adopted mom.
But she's like, this is my mom.
Got a stepdad.
Right. So she got a stepmom and a stepdad.
Right.
Period.
And a dad that's in Jamaica.
Right.
And she don't know where her mama is.
Yeah, she said there's 9 in her family, but she doesn't know all of them.
Correct.
Because of, what happened with her mom, her dad, and everything, right?
Yeah.
She also said that a guy had a baby behind her back. So she was dating him for a while.
And in the meantime, he had a baby. I was like, oh, I feel like, do you want to get married? Because I feel like I'll be in therapy for a minute.
Yeah.
If someone, like, I'm dating you, like, no, we're boyfriend, girlfriend, like, but you had this other relationship that it created a child. And
I'm curious if they selected the right person for her, because Michael is 28. He's got lots of sisters.
Correct.
I'm not going to say he's not emotionally available, but I get that he may not be as in touch with his feelings or emotions.
Right.
For what she's looking for as far as what we've seen, right?
Right. Because he loses his father.
Mm-hmm.
He loses his brother.
Mm-hmm.
And then he loses his mother.
Mm-hmm.
So he had 3 deaths of
short period of time, pretty much.
Yeah, but they're all immediate family.
Right.
So why would I want to get in touch and get close to someone? Yeah, I want to marry you, but at the same time, at some point you're gonna die. You know, like I know that could be very emotional, and you could take it as an abandonment if you didn't deal with the fact that these people, you know, not intentionally because they passed away, but the feeling of they left me, even though it was tragic how they left, you still feel abandoned. So I don't know if I would have picked him emotionally because, like, oh my God, they're both are trying to still feel like he says.
I think they're still, from again what we've seen so far. There and what we're some of this is just our speculation. Right. There still looks like some room for healing. Yeah. And so I just question again. I've been looking at the experts a little side eye the last few seasons because it's like they put people together because the potential is so great, but they got to go through all this trash
in 8 weeks, right?
Yeah, right.
I have to decipher through this. First of all, am I going to take on somebody else's trauma or try to help them through their own trauma while I have my own trauma and decide I'm going to fight for this? Right. But when you fall in love first and decide to get married, you sign up for it. And
because I know I get an understanding of what's, I may not get everything, but I get a better understanding of your baggage, of your trauma. I get a better understanding of that before we make this commitment. And granted, of course, we know there is no perfect relationship, no perfect marriage. There's none of that.
Even if they tell you the whole listing of stuff and you still decide to go through with it.
Then you got Chris and Alyssa. Chris plays disc golf, which is it's a Boston. Well, it's not a Boston thing because I know from people that I grew up with that play it.
Yeah, I know people in Oklahoma. It was a thing.
Well, there's nothing else to do in Oklahoma, so
I don't can say that, but I didn't know they
love y'all in Oklahoma, but we lived there, and
I didn't know they had disc bags. I was like kind of like
no, there's different like diameters and weights to them.
Like
it's like
he got a bag for this.
Yep,
there's a bag for this.
Yep. They got some that go short distance. They got some that go for long distance. Yes, there's just like you got your golf. Because again, I went to a school where these were kind of the people that did that.
Was it a sport at your school?
It wasn't a sport at my school, but I knew some people that was their hobby. That was their thing that they did. Not me. All right. So, and then Alyssa is the one who was dating someone and basically got broken up when she was making dinner.
Yeah. Like, stop making dinner. I'm breaking up. We're not going to eat tonight.
No spaghetti tonight.
I'm breaking up with you. So hold on.
Don't put the noodles in.
Don't put any more effort into our relationship. Is basically what he's saying. Because I'm not going to put any more into our relationship.
He's like, I'm not even going to get to dinner to break up with you.
Right.
I'm not going to let you cook the meal.
Right.
We breaking up.
Right. I was like, who is that?
So then, they go get their tuxes and they get their dresses and everything. Yeah. Who was it? I forget who it was that had a nice tux. Oh, was it Mark? Mark had a nice
blue.
It was nice blue tux, but he went with a different one.
He went with all black.
Yeah.
I say he should have went with the blue.
It looked better.
It looked good on him.
I think so. All right, but then we get to the bachelor and bachelorette parties. Elijah Wan has flashbacks. He's all up on the stripper.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bruh, COVID's still a thing.
Yeah.
It's still a thing.
Yeah.
And I look at also, though, you have this disparity because you take the men to the strip club and the ladies go to basically just a bar or what have you.
That's true. But women do go to the strip club for bachelorette parties. Yep. You are. That's a good book.
So it was interesting to watch that, right?
Because normally they wouldn't show the bachelorette parties, right?
No, they've been showing them. Because remember, was it 2 seasons ago, Brotman, Brianna, and what was the guy name?
Yeah, but I think before that, were they doing them? I don't think before that they weren't doing the bachelor parties.
No, because the guy, I think the people threw the bachelor parties for them.
Gotcha.
Their friends or whatever. So
okay.
They recently in the last few seasons been moving towards where they do the collective bachelor parties that is done by Married at First Sight. But we start to see what's her name, Lindsay, become kind of the mean girl of the ladies, because she starts to talk about, I know so and so and so so. Wait, isn't there a fifth one?
No, she was drunk. Well, and to her point, was it Alyssa?
Alyssa, yeah.
Alyssa was over in the corner. She's
Yeah.
like, I don't do this.
Yeah.
I don't do that. I refuse to do this. So she forgot about her, first of all, because she's drunk.
Right.
And second of all, because she wasn't like really mingling with them.
Right.
Majority of the women were at least out dancing, right? Maybe they weren't getting really saucy,
right,
but they were out dancing. So she was like, everybody gonna be again, because she's the loud girl,
right?
And we're gonna be friends. And I'm thinking, everybody ain't gonna be friends with you.
Because here's the thing, she is a repeat of the girl from Atlanta who was always drunk.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I forgot her name. Put it in the comments. Y'all know who we're talking about. But she liked that brown and that white. Right? She liked that brown and white liquor. So we get our first wedding.
With Mark
and Lindsay. So Mark, of course, he's nervous, as everybody would be.
Oh yeah.
So, but he's moving through it. His personality, is typical Boston guy, right?
Yeah, high energy. He's just real high energy. Yep. I can tell he's normally the life of the party kind of guy.
Lindsay's like, hold my beer. Let me prove to you how twisted I can get.
Well, I blame it on her friends too, because she's on her way there, and they just keep passing her champagne. Passing it to her. And I'm like, y'all, as her friend, she has to say yes at the altar. She ain't gonna be able to get up there. Y'all gonna have to drag her up there. So she is intoxicated.
Yes, obviously so.
And she's like, I gotta go to the bathroom. So you're in a wedding dress. If you ever been in a wedding dress, the last thing you wanted to do is go to the bathroom.
Right.
So she had to go to the bathroom and stuff. So it seems like she's running a tad bit behind by this point. And then she gets up there and she's talking and so you can tell, again, she's had a little bit too much to drink.
She's had a bit much to drink.
Be nice.
So, yeah, so you could almost see in his eyes, so he's like, what the heck is this? Because he starts trying to give his vows and she's interrupting, trying to say different stuff. And so it was just like, if this was, here's what I'm waiting for. I'm ready for Married at First Sight to have somebody at the altar be like, you know what? Never mind. No, I do not take this person as my lawfully wedded wife or husband. I'm good. Because the way that she came up there, the way that she was
intoxicated.
Right.
Now, once she's able to sober up, I think, like, this is what I'm telling you. When two of the same personalities meet up and say, hey, we're going to be in a relationship, someone has to downplay the high energy. There has to be a balance.
And Mark has already done that.
In the relationship zone. Because both of y'all cannot be high energy and get anything accomplished.
Right.
So you can even tell by the time they get to another bottle of champagne that he's already like, okay, I'm going to just be real calm. I'm going to talk real slow.
Because she's like laying on the park bench
and he's like, oh my God. Like, so he's trying to like just keep things going and everything. And she's responding so far because at some point, I'm assuming once we see the reception, she might be passed out somewhere.
Right.
So, and I'm telling you,
for sure ain't nothing happening tonight because she is probably going to be passed out.
Unless they give her some water. She needs to eat.
Water, black coffee, everything.
She needs to eat. So we'll see what happens with them.
She needs some milk. Something.
On top of champagne.
Listen, she needs something.
So, but again, I want to see how the dynamics between them work.
Right.
because I don't think he's going to keep the high energy he has.
No. Mm-mm. So that's it for that episode. So we'll see what happens as far as, again, it goes forward. But we're just getting started with, of course, Married at First Sight season 14 Boston edition. So definitely make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the like, request notifications, share, and we will see you in the comments. Have a great one. We'll see you next video.
Bye.